What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. Today we're meeting with a guy that just cannot get out of bed for the life of him. He's legit been living in his room on his own bed for the last 5 years straight, and his mom literally does everything for him. Keep watching until the end because Dr. Phil actually kind of goes in on his mom for enabling him so much. Like, I've never seen him be so serious. But without further ado, let's meet them, shall we?
What do you want?
I am here because I have exhausted every resource I have. I just can't seem to function. I can't seem to cope.
Dang, bruh. So we start things off dark right here. According to this guy, he just can't seem to function like a normal adult and wants to just lay in bed all day, which is exactly what he's done for the last 5 years, according to his mom and himself. I get being down can make you, not want to do anything, or can make the smallest things feel like a huge obstacle, but that's crazy that this has gone on for half a decade now. Like, how do you not get bored at all? They keep showing clips of him and he just sits in his bed and smokes his vape all day while watching TV. Like, that's gotta be a boring existence.
Because you couldn't cripple him anymore if you were hitting him in the knees with a bat.
She's very spiteful and resentful and doesn't like to talk to me at all.
Yo, we are only like a minute in and Dr. Phil is already throwing this woman some shade. But he is right. Like, how could this mom legit do everything for him and sit back and enable her own son to literally become Jabba the Hutt on his own bed? Like, this isn't what you want for your child. Haven't you seen My 600-Pound Life? That is not a fun existence. And this is not what he wants for his life either. So this all started about 5 years ago, like I said. This dude went through a really messy breakup with his ex-fiance apparently, and after that he just said to himself, yo, I'm just not gonna go outside anymore. I'm just gonna get a mini fridge next to my bed and live there. I'll have my mom bring me food and drinks every day, and she will just be basically my live-in maid that helps me function out of my room for the time being. That is a very sad existence right there, and Dr. Phil is doing a good job by getting on this woman's case about it. Like, how could you possibly help support him in times like this? If anything, you should be working as the mom on ways to encourage him to get out and live a good life again.
We argue.
Yeah. So she didn't come in like a cheerleader to empty your urinals.
When you put it that way, no, she doesn't.
Oh yeah, fun times. I forgot about that. Apparently this dude gets up maybe once or twice a week to take a bath and use the bathroom, and the rest of the time he just has these portable urinals that he has his mom empty since he's too lazy to go and do it himself. And too lazy to just get up and pee whenever he needs to. That's insane to me, bruh. As soon as my adult kid is peeing in bottles in their room, yeah, I'm kicking them out. At that point, dude, you gotta figure out something else, dog. Like, I can't have you peeing into empty 2-liter bottles of Mountain Dew all day.
Takes him to doctor's appointments, feeds the cats, does his laundry, dusts the rooms, and mops the floors.
Yes.
Hell, I want to go to bed.
So for 5 whole years, this woman has been completely living her son's life for him. He doesn't have to do anything at all, literally. How could you feel good about going to work all week to pay for your own house and everything that you have bills for, and then you still need to fill up on extra snacks and soda and vape juice for your middle-aged son that lives with you and just mooches off of your entire existence? She hasn't stepped back once and thought to herself, oh, maybe, I should chill and have him live his life, but, I'm kind of enabling him right now. I guess it's okay, right?
Over the past 5 years, lost my ability to function.
Or you've chosen not to function.
For about the first year, I wondered that, and then it just became inability.
So after this dude broke up with his fiance, like I was saying, it just really shattered him and shook him to the core. And he was like, okay, I'm just not gonna live like a normal adult anymore. I'm going to straight up live in my room all day. And according to Dr. Phil himself, he says that he just plays video games all day and is sad and has nothing else to do, so he just had to give up. Which is so crazy, and the worst part is that his mother, who thinks she's doing something positive to help him out by, helping restock his mini fridge every day with Coca-Cola and pudding cups, that's not doing this guy any favors, lady. How about you stop stocking up his mini fridge so he actually has to get up and out of bed in order to get food from the normal fridge in the living room? Hey, you might even have more conversation with him on his way there as well. Win-win.
Pizza, mops. She doesn't bring you maps, she brings you mops. She doesn't bring you maps because you ain't going a damn place. You're staying in bed.
Well, one of the interns that had to make this graphic today is getting fired. Little typo there, but you know, Dr. Phil just rolls with it because he's a pro and he's actually low-key funny. Like, I don't know if you guys realize this, but he has some absolute zingers in pretty much every episode. This mom does absolutely everything for this kid, but there isn't one thing that he has to do on his own. And that just makes everything worse because, I mean, he's stuck here thinking every day of how absolutely boring his dull life is. But of course, it's gonna be that way when you're just up and staring at your TV all day in your room and lying in bed. You gotta get up and go do something, and hopefully, if any of you guys out there are feeling like this guy today, you can have this be pretty much a wake-up call right now. Like, legit, after you finish this video, clean your room, because I know it's messy, or like, do something, you know, like, let's get hyped. Nobody wants to live life like this.
He can't function in a normal situation. He doesn't think like you. He doesn't think like me.
Well, I need to make a note because I was confused.
Yes, he does. This is a normal adult human person. Like, I get that he's super depressed from the breakup, and I'm not taking away from that, but he can think logically still and be present in the moment, alright? And he can realize that his actions are not what a normal person should be doing. Even on the stage, this mom is trying to defend her son like crazy. Like, no, he isn't some anomaly or glitch in the system. He's just a broken person that doesn't need nurturing right now. He needs a wake-up call because your 5 years of enabling him fully has made him degrade into this subhuman life form that just exists on his bed and takes a bath once a week. And besides that, he doesn't leave his bed ever.
I thought you were here looking for some new answers, and you're actually here to defend what you've been doing.
Well, no, I just want you to understand the whole story.
You don't think I've prepared for today?
Okay, that's kind of awkward. Dr. Phil is actually going in on this woman right now, like she is unable to respond to that. But it's true, Dr. Phil knows the whole story. Look, he has a whole team of people that do interviews and conduct research, and he has this giant notebook that he prepares for each of these cases, and he has the exact details laid out in front of him. Don't insult his intelligence on this, lady. You are in the wrong, and he's telling you why and how to fix it. In order to get past this giant period of wasting life away, your son needs you to step up and help him stop these behaviors before it's too late. He isn't living his life, and neither are you when you legit wait on him hand and foot throughout the whole day and just sit in your living room crying, wondering where you went wrong.
But you want to waste time defending what you've been doing, which isn't working, instead of spending time with me telling you what you need to do instead of what you've been doing.
Dang, dude, he's so calm and serious right now. This is kind of making me feel weird. Like, I haven't seen him calmly tell someone that they are wasting his time like that, like he's doing to this woman right now. He's going in, and he's not yelling though. He's just seriously speaking to her on a level where she will fully understand it. Like, you are wasting your own life and your son's life by enabling him every day, and that needs to stop right now without any hesitation. Hey, you guys made it pretty far into this video, so real quick, I'm gonna ask you to drop a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell in the next 5 seconds. And if you can do all of that quick enough, you will get your very own time machine. The settings on this one are stuck though, so if you ever want to use it, you kind of have to go directly to the year 430. I'm really not sure if anything was even going on back then. Like, that was probably a super boring time. But either way, congrats on that, I guess. Now on with the rest of the video.
You want a piece of good news?
Yes.
You've emptied your last urinal if you listen to me.
I will
You've
listen.
mopped your last floor in his room. You've brought him his last pizza.
So Dr. Phil is putting his foot down and telling both of these people that the behaviors that they have had their whole lives are stopping right now, like today. There's no easing your way out of this situation, like plain and simple. This guy needs to remove his plastic urinals and mini fridge from his room immediately, and he needs to start getting up and living his life day to day and going outside for once. And the mom needs to maybe start enforcing some rules on how she engages with her son, because waiting on his every need and treating him like some fat king that doesn't have to leave his throne every day is really just destroying his life slowly. And I don't think she realizes that. You know, maybe deep down she does. I mean, but who would ever want to admit to themselves that they are a bad parent? You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to admit that. But she is failing as a parent, and that's as clear as day here.
Just definitely needs to behave his way to success. I mean, he needs a life reboot in every aspect of his life.
Of course Mike Bayer is on the show. Like I said, he's Dr. Phil's sidekick at this point, but the man is spitting facts right now. This guy needs to like up and change his whole life right now in order to get back to normal. I don't think this is one of those things where you can just go about your way and start changing small things in order to improve yourself. You have to stop these habits immediately if you want to see any sort of change, and that's how far he is at this point. He's living as if he's a disabled person, but he's not. You know, the only disability he has is his own willpower. Side note, I'm really starting to sound like a motivational speaker out here, but seriously, Honestly, this dude is making his whole life so much worse by living it the way that he is. And when you're stuck in your room with nothing but junk food to ruin your brain and hours of mindless TV watching, of course you're just gonna continue to spiral out of control. So, turns out we kinda get a happy ending here, you know. You have some happy tears from the mom because she just got the news that her son is going to have some top of the line treatment at this super bougie therapy and counseling place in California. Don't worry, it's not the ranch, but it's like one of the best treatment centers in the world, or the country at least, according to Dr. Phil. All in all, this was kind of a serious episode. I just realized, like, I'm sorry about that, but you know, it just kind of made me realize there is a lot more than sitting in my room all day doing nothing, so hopefully it had the same effect on you. The lesson here is you can't just give up on living a normal life. Like, yeah, there are things on the outside world that you don't like and you might not want to run into, but there are also about a million other reasons to go out and live life instead of being cooped up in your room all day doing absolutely nothing. Let me know what you guys thought of the video down in the comments below, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.